ご利用からおります。お間違いがないようにご了承ください。電車到着しましたら、降りられるお客様を
Please change here for the subway line.
関西空港は駅で到着先にご注意ください。
「
또 와이프한테 960 будет 40 сдач.
「 だきます。先ほどお申し込み
You feel like summer days to me, warm, tender, sunny rays. I hope that we are meant to be. You say nothing at all with me, yet somehow I know your history. Oh, come what may, I'm ready. Picture frames, lavender paint, they all live here. Within this romance I get the chance to stop the run and be the lucky one. Odd thoughts and some dusty dreams, and we seem to find common ground. Guess everyone's got their own sound. Never cared much about fitting in, what's right or a sin. But as you stand before me, I give in. Picture frames, lavender paint, they all live here. Within this romance I get the chance to stop the run and be the lucky one. Picture frames, lavender paint, they all live here. Within this romance I get the chance to stop the run and be the lucky one. Just tell me I belong. That I'm the lucky one. I'm chosen one.
일본어 세대